I said hello, kids. You're the one that said daddy. Now go to your room and do your chores, boy. People are probably wondering what the hell I'm doing. I don't feel good tonight, so I'm just showing off guns. Look, there's Will Wawas. That Will Wawas. Wawas, what the Wawas? What with the Wawas? Night Stalkers back in the douche. Air Max, what's up? I'm gonna get ad hit tonight. It's already starting. It always starts at the beginning of the live stream, Goober. Gold barrel. What's up, kids? All you people are like, why is he moving so much? I'm getting dizzy. Hi. We're doing things. That's what we're doing. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. Let me make sure everything's in. Yeah. There we go. Is that good enough? Yeah, you can see some Canics and some other guns. A lot of 1911s. Yeah, we're good. All right. Get up in here, biatches, and say things. Jimboni. Hello, Jenks. What is up? Jenks. Thanks, Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, let's see what the Rook and Cookie is saying. I had uncooked ramen and a handful of potato chips today. Jackie, what's up, kid? Brother from another mother. How goes it on your side of the pond? Hope you are well, handsome. What's up, future Mrs. Jiminy? Love transcends words, but it's understanding through actions. Not much, same old. You call me an old man, dude? Jansen's in, Ryan's in. Must be Friday. Susie's having a nice day. Oh no, it's Aussie. I know exactly what I said, but I'm not ready to apologise. There we go, a little bit more British. What's up, Mr. Cricket? Not much. My mom used to say that if we ate ramen raw, we will get worms. My mother said if you eat ramen raw, crunchy to ranch. Sick pieces, brother. Thank you, sir. Uh-oh. It's this guy. What's up? Crunchity munchity. We like it a bunch of these. If I was to get the Mac 9 double comp, should I get the 4.2 or the 5-inch? I will not carry either of those. So if you're not going to carry either of them, I would get what you feel most comfortable shooting at the range. Do you have experience with 5-inch 9mm or 4.25? Historically, 4.25 is a faster cyclic rate on 9mm 1911s, and it has less mass to try to fight with, especially if you put a red dot on it. Ryan says, what's the gun on the top left? If you're talking about the handgun under the shotgun, that is a Canic 55. It's a 2015 Canic release. Great taste in Gatorade. I got the purples. It does the job, my friend. I need it sugar-free. Calvin says, hey, bud, keep up the good work. I will try my best as I pick my teeth on a live stream. Ryan, are you all right, dude? The shotgun is, you said top left. Left is this one. So when you're saying left, are you saying my left or your left? Because left of the screen, the top gun is over here. That's why I need to know which one you're talking about. You've been looking up the ARX Zero? Well, come to the store tomorrow, Jakey. You can play with it. John wound up getting drunk and bought 2 set-me bayonets for stupidly cheap prices. Well, sounds like you had a good time, dude. Rashid, what is up, my friend? How are you? Are we doing the Habibi? Or are we doing the Indian? The other left. No. Do I have a minigun? No, but I can get one. With my Class 3 license, when it gets approved, I could buy a minigun. Ah, you're from Morocco. Got you. And enjoy the 2 cents. I don't get 2 cents from you because you fucking skipped it. Michael, it's up. What AR is that up there? That is a Diamondback DB15. Yes, it is real guns, Krishna. Broke, how we doing today? Pretty good. Rashid, it's okay. I don't understand English very well either. I will do my best to speak in a way that makes it easy for you to understand. Okay? If you have any questions, feel free to ask questions. We don't talk about politics, religion, or online sales during live streams, though, so keep that in mind, please. Why am I having such a large difference between... And I have it on frickin' balanced. I still don't understand English, and I speak it. Can I see the 1911? Can I see the 1911? Can I see the 1911? No, no, no. I'm from Winchester, Virginia. It's weird in the back. Well, come up to the front of the classroom then. 1911 versus a Glock 19. Well, 2 different calibers, 45 versus a 9mm Glock, but I will never pick a Glock. Doesn't matter if you're holding a rotten fish to my ear hole. You will never get me to pick a Glock over anything. Is it true that Ruger bought Anderson? As far as I understand, yes, Ruger bought Anderson. Can you get 1-footers? Oh, what? Did I just miss something? Jackie says, nice guns. Thank you, Jackie. Do you shotgun? Do I shotgun what? Drinks? Yes. People? No. Clay pigeons? Not well. Bananas? Eh. What do you need guns for? To protect me from stupid people. Watch out. King, if you ask maybe 4 times, that's your answer. Just leave them alone. Just ignore them, Justin. Got enough guns? No. No, I don't, dude. Got enough animosity towards people that have things? How much to shotgun a beer? I'd probably get yelled at for shotgunning a beer on YouTube, so I don't drink. Do you think they're going to raise prices? Do I think who's going to raise prices on what? Ruger on Anderson? No. They wanted to buy it probably so they could have an entry level because they already have their Ruger AR-556, so having Anderson just allows them to control the market a little bit better. How do I think the society would be in the end days? Number one, if it comes to end days, end times, all that stuff, it's every man for themselves. Your collection is awesome. Do you have the model that folds? No, I do not. The life card. If I had to buy a 2mm made in Germany from... nope. Would you want to be an ICE agent? No. How many guns do you need? More than I have. Chat, what is the best pizza topping? Maddie needs to get, like, a life. Do I think the Turkish shit's going to get more expensive? There's a reason why so many companies have moved manufacturing to the United States for a lot of their guns. Is Greg being a good boy today? Greg is just chilling, dude. Although his hand is awfully close to his crotch, so we're not going to zoom in on him. What if somebody takes all this guns? See, that's kind of like the catch-22 circle of logic. I have guns. If somebody comes to take my guns, they're going to have to take my guns while I'm armed with my guns. I love Colts. You have Colts. Nice. Really? Action, you say? So I action to follow. Hit you up on Facebook page. No reply. Future Miss Jiminy, I do declare, kind sir, you death breaketh my hearteth. Whereth on there dideth youeth findeth uppeth through this. I saw notice your messages. Miscellaneous computer parts. I apologize, Susie. Business account, bruh. Wow, you called me bruh just straight up, man. Just like, oh, Nathan, I'm over here and I don't have time to play with you. Answer my goddamn questions, yeah? Which business one? My mind. Are you sure you connected to me? Salzy, are you sure? You went to Wind City Armory? Where's the best place to buy bulk ammo? Ammo Seek. Aiden, it's only dangerous if an idiot is holding it. I'm an idiot. Aiden has a question. Okay, the airsoft guns look real nice, aren't they? Are guns dangerous or the person who has the guns? It's always the person. An inanimate object in and of itself has no sentience, consciousness, or will. Either good, negative, neutral, doesn't matter. It's the person who holds the instrument that determines its use. Damn, look at all them guns you had in some extra hands. Nope, just a really big penis. Hallie, is it real guns? I don't know. Do you own a gun? I don't know, Elliot. Do any of us ever own a gun? Many of us just retain firearms until they go to their new owners. I've used only Talon grips myself, Measle. Never used the combat ones. Best place to buy ammo, blah, blah, blah. Tag you're it. No, tag you're it, god dang it. I don't see it still. I think you're talking to the wrong people. They're going to take all your money. Snuka, what's up? Demetrius, you have to have a gun to shoot a gun. Lol. I just wanted your opinion. I agree. No problem, Aiden. That's why I put it the way I did. I could have been a jerkball, but I decided not to. I just picked up a 226 Legion range time this weekend. Haywood, man, enjoy that thing. Enjoy that bad boy. Feels like a logic trap or something. It's not really a logic trap. It's trap. It's an ethics and a moral question. Do you believe that this could harm you? Because in my hands, to you as an individual, this is as dangerous as a gun. Because I in no way intend to shoot you, nor do I have any intentions of sticking this in your pee-pee. So, since I have no intentions to use my firearms or this stick in an ill will or vile manner, then you're safe. So, it's more of an ethics and morals versus a thought trap. Rhetorical. No, it's a thought experiment, I guess you would want to put it. Before I buy this VP9 and thing you should check out first, how about you buy mine? I've got a match grade weight on it. The Taurus GTC, a good reliable firearm. It's an inexpensive firearm that has the capability of being a decent carry piece for you. Quality control for Taurus has always been slightly hit and miss. What I would tell you is if you're planning on using it for more than just range use, you're going to want to shoot it and learn any interest in any inherent weirdness that the gun may have. Does it have a bad spring, or maybe the firing pin is too long or too short or anything like that? So you need to shoot the heck out of it to make sure you understand it. Deagle or Deagle? Deagle, 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 Deagle. Please remember to take a rest and drink some water. I'm only streaming for 3 hours, and I usually don't drink that much when I do, unless I'm having a bad sugar day, and I'm fine today. Trying to find a PMR 30 from Caltech. Those are easy, man. Despite all these pieces, do you tend to carry the same thing every day? I have 3 guns that I kind of rotate through. If I'm testing a gun for like long-term carryability and things like that, I might carry one longer. But in general, it's usually a 1911. What's your opinion on AR-15s? They're rifles. They're fine. Jeff goes, thank you. Taurus, dude, you're asking to borrow a gun and you're actually making demands and lists. You're like those people that go on Facebook and demand free shit. What about drinking Coca-Cola? I don't drink Coca-Cola. Guns won't save you, Jimmy. I tell you what, you and I will both get into a situation in our respective towns where we're involved in firefights against criminals that have firearms. You don't have anything, and I'll have a gun. We'll see who has a better chance. This guy is compensating for something. I have to carry large firearms bender so that it offsets the weight of my penis. Looking for a red dot. Drunk. Taking care of business. Live chat corner's looking good. Thank you, Zothoth. It's called a joke. We used to be able to make those at one point. No, it's fine. What did you say, mine? Can I borrow a pistol? Oh, no. I understood that you were making a joke, but it just isn't funny when I get asked it every day, multiple times. I'm sorry. I will just ignore your comments from now on, sir. Stella, I'm not even addressing you, son. People who can't fight over weapons. People who can't fight own weapons, and that's a fact. How's that a fact, Porky? Do you understand what the word fact is? I mean, do you believe everything you hear, read, and think? Because, you know, if you really believe that, then you probably think your parents didn't try to abort you. Saw a cheap red dot today on PSA. Ruger Ready red dots. Is it worth it? Never tried it, man. Do I like frogs? Kermit the Frogs. Hey! Untitled, man. Soon as I get the other guns done, I'm having the AREC sent out, and I'm having your gooseness put on it, along with Lycan's name. I don't like any staccatos. They're overpriced. My friend had a dog named Stella. I had a bear named Stella once. Got any knowledge with P320 models and frames? Got some questions I can't find answers to. Ask your question. Somebody in here should if I don't. Does the DY9 take Glock mags? Yes, but the DY9 has a magwell on it that is cut weird. So 17 rounders, absolutely. 15 rounders, you have to take the magwell off. A jiu-jitsu black belt will lose a fight against somebody with a firearm. Not if they're Ip Man. Sig Romeo and Juliet micro, yay or nay? Yay. It's a good cheap combo. Still new in the red drink. It's a Gatorade Zero Pink. They say you don't have to hide it or anything, just runs off the light in the area. I've never tried one, but you can always try one if it's cheap. Sean, do I know what's going on with suppressors? They're waiting to get passed by the Senate. Goose Joe is going to get a tattoo of a goose in your honor. No. As much as I love goose, I'm not getting a goose tattoo. Tried out different grip technique at the range. Real high C-clamp style grip on the pistol. I feel like it changed everything. It really does, man. It makes you a lot stiffer. Crypto, what is up? For the price, is the Springfield 1911 mil-spec a good gun? Yes, absolutely. The Springfield mil-specs are really solid. I would say if you can afford to step up a little bit to a Garrison, you know, they're about 750-ish, 800-ish. They give you a few more extras like better sights. Do I got a 357 Magnum? Yep, up there. Someone who does not own a gun is not a good idea in this world. People are so... What? Who does not own a gun is not a good idea in this world. People are so ignorant. Yeah, can you retype that so it makes sense? I have a 320C non-X and want to run the full frame. Will it work? I just put the barrel and comp on it. Yeah, so the fire control group and the slides are all interchangeable. You might have a little bit of spring showing if you're running the compact frame. Do I got a Rock Island? Yes. Any 300 blackout? Yes. Couple. Excuse me. I have burpees. Nice to see you again. Satya, what is up? What about 1911 Rock Island 45? I don't have any 45s from Rock Island right now, but they're pretty good. Cool, dude. You know how to make double stack 1911s, right? I mean, I can build them. Yeah, so the solid one-piece frame double stack 1911 was created by Para Ordnance, and then STI created the 2011. Guns, 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 nothing else better to do. Yep, it's cool. Good company. I seen 38 380 Cheetah clone. I thought about buying, but didn't know the company. You just woke up from your post gun range nap. Nice. So currently I have a custom build on a Ruger lower, and I have an Anderson build. How do I feel like having the Night Stalker back? Stone doesn't understand this yet, but I'm keeping it. How do you like having it back? I've only had it back for one day, though. Where would you say is a good place to learn how to build guns? Find a local gunsmith that teaches classes. Otherwise, look up national stuff like SDI and stuff. Still haven't heard anything from Black Rain Ordnance about my 22 LR Hush Boom technology I ordered in February. Should I be worried? I would reach out to them, man. Have you called them since it's been a while? Boom, boom, boom. Is it true you aim higher shooting through glass? It depends on what you're shooting through the glass, and not always. Sometimes you just need to shoot straight through the glass. Hello, Roman. Slanked from Belfast, Ireland. Do you have an RPG? Nope. Thoughts on Gerson's version of the high power? It seems pretty solid. So the Gerson MCP35 is probably the most accurate high power clone. I took an actual Belgian high power, took all the parts off of it, and put it onto a Gerson, and it worked great. Anyone else that get tired after shooting? It does happen, especially if you're using a lot of energy to hold still and stuff. DWX full size. The very first one I had back in 2023, I would have put at a 9. This one I'm going to put at an 8 because a lot of 2011s have come out since then. Also, the dipshits at Dan Wesson decided to send out my gun without torquing down my plate screws, and it has 2 different screws holding the optics plate down. It's stupid. Which German gun is better, a Luger or Mauser? No, don't have really any answer. Timothy, what's the blue handle gun? That is a CZ75 SP01. What's a good entry handgun that's not too expensive for EDC? Preferably something that's not too aggressive recoil-wise. Coffee on me, thanks. Thank you for the donation water bottle. Some good choices for inexpensive handguns would be things like the Palmetto State Dagger. It's very much a Glock clone, but you can get into it cheaper than a Glock. Some Smith & Wessons usually go on sale, like a Shield or a Shield Plus. Those can go on sale quite frequently. A Canic, you can usually get like a compact size, Glock 19 size Canic, usually around the $300 range. Springfield, Smith & Wesson M&P, not M&P, but the Smith & Wesson SDV9, SVD9, the 9mm Springfield. What's the worst gun you have used and why? Chiappa M922, 8 rounds in, the trigger bar fell out. Boom, boom, boom. Sup, is that all your guns? Maybe. Have you heard of Shaolin Performance when guys making very specialized? I have not. I'll have to check it out. What's the cheapest you'd spend on an M1911? It's a loaded question, pardon the pun, because I buy used, I buy from pawn shops, I buy from friends. If you're talking about a new manufactured handgun, I would not buy a 1911 that has GI sights. That is my base limit. So there are $300 1911s that have GI sights. I will not mess with those. It has to have a dovetail front sight and rear sight, so I can change them out if I want to. Typically, those will start in the 4-ish range. But typically, like if you look at the ones on the wall, they start at about 750 to 800. Boom, boom, boom. Militants, let's. I understand where we're going, but let's bring down stuff that has anything to do with that part of the world right now. When are you going to build your dagger frames you got? I've been looking at the 3-pack bundle deal they have. No clue. Just when parts become available. I'm not in any hurry. I just bought them and put them in the chat, too. A chance to buy an EAA ACAR 12-gauge shotgun for 120. Good buy for a cheap shotgun. Could be. Like I said, wrong track. No problem, Militant. I'm just making sure that we are on the same page. YouTube has blown up everything that's going on, and so have the news cycles. So I'm just trying to prevent idiots from being in here. Not you, but you know what I mean. No, Life of Jesus. Life with Jesus, thank you for the donation. I do not have a CZ52. If I did, I would show it. It would be on the wall because that's kind of an odd gun. What's the fun if we can't talk about the power and damage that a weapon can do? If you're talking about it in a constructive way, sure. But if you want to talk about it in an offensive way, taking somebody else's life, doing things that are wrong, then I don't want to hear about it because that's not what I'm about. Personally, I don't care about the fancy sights or any of the add-ons that are more expensive models come with. I wouldn't call them fancy. I just want a dovetailed sight setup so I can personalize the gun to my taste. That is where I draw the line. If it's got... A lot of times the guns with the GI sights, that front sight is either milled into the slide or it's literally welded to the gun. So it makes it changing it really difficult. It also leads me to not like the gun as much. You like black powder rifle? Nice. I like the sloths. Thank you. Lycan comes in with the big $10 donation. Hey, Susie found me again. Thank you. Boom, 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 boom. Why don't you have an AK-47? I mean, why don't I have an AK-47 like that one? Look at a CZP-09 Nocturne. They have them on sale, both full-size and compact with or without threaded barrel. I'm one of those people that always goes for the threaded barrel because, you know, why wouldn't you? But that's just me. Found you, now I'm gonna pound. Wait, I mean, if you're bored. La 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 la. Sorry, I had to check something in my emails. Do I got the Colt 1911? No, there's 1911s though. Just signed up for the NRA. Oh, that was a mistake. Insta? Why were you on Insta? USP 45, is it worth $1,300 or not? Nope, not in my opinion. It's a good gun, but I would not pay that much. That's HK tax, man. Michael says I'm compensating for something. Yes, I walk funny because of the size of my penis being so large, so I usually carry a gun. It offsets and makes me walk normal. Oh, you found me on Insta. Ah, nice. Nice, governor. Very good. I'll come over there and sweep your chimney. Yo, do you sell those? I do own a gun store, Wind City Armory. True, the HK tax is real. They're good guns, though, huh? Yeah, they are very good. Aye. If I didn't have to live stream, I'd be out. Oh, wait, that just went Aussie. Ah, fuck it, I'm going Aussie. A little less, Susie, a little less. Come over there. I'll buy a couple for $750K. You're buying people? You shouldn't talk about that on the internet. Diddy did that, and you see what happened to him. What do you mean by sniper? Yeah, what's the most expensive gun you have? I don't answer that question. Wait, is a German buzzsaw called the MG42 or the MG55? No idea, Life with Jesus. I'm really not into the old stuff. I'm sorry. So I'm thankful I don't live in California. Atticus asks, is Glock overrated? Yeah, absolutely. Dun, dun, dun. What's your favorite gun of all time? You can only have one. 1911s. Damn, what's the big boy on top? That is a Remington 870 mag-fed shotgun. One of those light guns is called the USP Match? Nope. Is the XD gun expensive? Not really. Oh no, less is more. Damn. Do you have a Glock 23? No, I have taste. The MG42 was nicknamed a few things. My favorite is Hitler Zipper. Well, too many safeties on 1911 or lack of training, because there's technically only one if you hold the gun right. You have a grip safety, yeah, but if you're holding the gun correctly, you automatically defeat that one. And you have a thumb safety, and if you train it out of yourself, you'll have no problem drawing the firearm and dropping the safety, because when you get a good proper grip on a 1911, your thumb automatically wants to sweep the safety off. So it's more of a training issue than it is the gun has too many safeties. If one accuses one of compensating for something, the compensator is usually compensating for something. Framing a wall with 2x4 studs and need to install a window. What is the appropriate spacing for studs around the window opening, and how do you ensure the opening is square? Oh, don't ask me, Mikey. I'll give you the wrong stuff. I know what. Aren't studs supposed to be 14 or 16 inches off center? Everyone, please, make sure you hit the like button. Thank you. The 50 cal bullet is for the powerful sniper rifle, Barrett M82. The Barrett M82 is not a sniper rifle. The Barrett M82 is called a anti-material rifle. The 50 BMG was not designed for that rifle. It was actually made for the Browning machine gun, which is what BMG stands for. The BMG Barrett M82 is an anti-material rifle. It was used to puncture things and shoot through things and shoot IEDs and all kinds of shit. So literally everything you typed was wrong. I know you don't generally like compact pistols, but would you say the Bodyguard 2.0 is the best? I haven't shot it yet, so until I shoot it, I can't say that. And technically that's a subcompact or a micro pistol. Depends on your locale, usually 16-inch centers. Nice. I'm compensating for being a guitarist. You'll be all right. Jeremy, don't type in caps or I won't answer you. Nukem, what's up? The CZ52 is superior in terms of firepower, penetration, durability. Only downside is ammo availability. I can understand that, life. Yeah, the military uses 50 sniper rifles for ordnance disposal. Pretty much. Do I like D. Eagles? Yeah, they're all right. Banner, what is up, child? Did you see I picked up the Optics Cut double stack Rock Island? Might already be sold too. Also, my distributor lied to me. They sent it out without putting it back in its bag, and it broke the optic that was on it, so now I have to get a new optic. You love and hate mag-fed shotguns. Grew up with traditional pumps and seem cool, but I kind of like the wood stock and 4 in on an AR. Just my 2 pounds. Also, that one is a pump, though. That magazine-fed one is a pump, dude. The gun store selling $300 XDs. That's about what they're worth. The 1911 never went anywhere for it. Need to make a comeback. It's always been a popular handgun since its conception. I would actually change that to inception, but yes. Because John Moses Browning created it via just injecting his DNA directly into steel. What's your favorite firearm? 1911s. Do I have a P22? No. I dialed my AR adjustable trigger way down today and actually got some burst fire. Nice! Did you know in Gorebox, if you beat the Observer, you get a skin called Mighty? This only works on guns. I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. Get a Spaz 12. Can operate in both pimp and semi-auto. Yeah, and they're $6,000. No, thank you. Can you work on wood stocks? Define work on. Do you mean like change butt plates, back base plates and stuff? Hashtag burst fire. The Scots love burst fire. It's one of our favorite ways of firing things. Also, we play golf. Yeah, I'm not getting into politics. I'm not getting into religion. I'm not getting in anything that has to do with over there, guy. I think all war is stupid. It's a bunch of idiots fighting over stuff they don't actually own. What opinions on Bursa Combat 12 gauge? Never played with one. Do I have a Glock 40 SFP, FSP? Nope. Dun, dun, dun. You have to hold down a button to load the Spaz 12. Okay, wasn't the Benelli M3 licensed by HK and can do pump and semi? There's a few different guns that can do that. Any FRTs in your arsenal? No, but I do have binary triggers. What handgun is the best stock factory trigger that you've come across? Nighthawk Custom 1911s. Technically, that is factory. I cried at the end of Wrath of Khan. Oh. Do you have any revolvers? Yes. What are your thoughts on switches? They're a waste of money. You blow through so much ammo when you have a switch or a fully automatic gun. They're only good for just fun and party pieces. Especially when you're talking about putting a switch on a pistol, your accuracy is so degraded when it comes to firing one that it's a joke. But because it's on the gram and the and the Facebooks and all that other shit, people think they're cool. They're not. You have shotguns? Yep. Canik SFX Rival or Walther PDP Match are probably the best striker fire trigger pistols. Nice. Have an amazing trigger? Yep. Only gun that's good for auto is a Mac 11. Yeah, but then you have to admit that you're buying 380. What about adding a drum? It's still kind of stupid. Your knowledge is outstanding, sir. Bravo. Oh, Susie. I have an ingrown hair on the back of my head. It's driving me nuts. Did you know Gaston Glock had an assassination attempt put on him by all things a rubber hammer? No, I did not know that one. Do I have a Drake? No. Owning either Drake or Drake Bell would be getting me in trouble. Bravo, chap. Tea and biscuits then. Let's have a go. Would you like some blood sausage? No, I don't want coagulated blood inside of a sheep intestine. Oh, it only sounds bad until you eat it, and then trust me. It's amazing because Brits are so afraid of flavoring, yet they eat blood sausage. Do I have a dessert eagle? Yes, but it was made out of ice cream, and I ate it. What kind of hour is that up there? Wow. The new Trigger Tech Ace for Glockums is pretty legit. One of the dudes I shoot with in 2Gub is sponsored by Trigger Tech. He's been using that trigger in his Glock 17 for 6 months. Nice. Is there any situations where you would consciously opt for a 22 for personal defense? No, not that I can think of. It was his former financial advisor when he was 70. Jesus. I'll have the haggis and the Islay whiskey. Thank you. Oh no, genuinely thought you were gonna say something completely different. May just be my twisted brain. Ah, it's okay. Trust me, if we ever meet, we'll play Twister and see who's more twisted. I was playing a PvP on my Game Gore box, okay? Take the Islay, leave the haggis. Oh, please refrain until you've tried my cooking. I'm all there. Dots on youngins. You can keep them. All you youngins are going to drive us into the ocean. Have you ever played through New Vegas where you did not kill Mr. House? Yeah, I've played through every version of it. I've even sided with the Legion. Made me feel really dirty, though. I'll lose. Ah, that's what you think. I've showed random people my tits. For observation, what is up there, young man? Oh no, people are getting removed. Honestly though, Bruce, I really don't give a shit about people claiming green screen. Just leave it. Treat it like Twitch. People freaking sit there and just do that shit all day. Just leave it. What's up forward? Not much. Jaylay's getting a weird tattoo. What do you think of the new Nintendo Switch? I don't think about it. I don't care. I'm a computer guy. I noticed player was called. I don't know. Thing. Okay, dude. You're in here talking about something that has nothing to do with anything. You have a good night. That's what I do. Twitch is for virgins and Discord mods. Shit, I'm one of those. And you could say you could say it's a green screen because those guns are worth money. Favorite from the wall, probably my Dan Wesson DWX. What grips are on the operator? Those are from Amazon. They're good. Guun grips. They're a G10 material that I like. Opinions on the VP9. Well, I've got one. I like them. Don't care. You love the accent, do you? Well, thank you very much. I'm going to do this then. Sorry. You're sending me the DWX. As soon as you pay me for it, sure, you can have it. I'm going to give you the best price ever. 12 easy payments of $1,459. But I tell you what, if you just go down and get me some gift cards, we will do it for an even $5,000. Do I like the DWX more than the 1911? No. Who did I just get rid of? There we go. Do you have a shotgun? Yes. Pay this man his money. Thank you. Only 60 rounds, you say? For what? They came with stickers too. Gun accessories are always better when they come with accessories. Gun accessories are always better when they come with accessories. I agree, Fat. Banag bang, the card 2 off, come again, thank you. Can I give you 50 pence a week? Oh, I have very well, very good, yes please. Bought my wife a Savage Axis 2. Sounds like you should have been buying some of my other shit. Decorate. There's 2 revolvers up there. You just missed them because you came in late. If you were here when my live stream started, you'd have seen them. I'll show them again around 9:30, 10 o'clock, somewhere. Got anything with recoil harder than my dad's belt? Don't lie. Your dad went up for smokes like 12 years ago. That's your stepdaddy that's beating you. Tanfoglio. Yeah, I've got a Tanfoglio witness up there. Have I ever fired a Zip 22? I have not, but I almost bought one, a white one back in the day. Recommendation for first handgun purchases. I can tell you what's reliable. Glock, Smith & Wesson, Canic, FNs. Look at all of those. What you need to do is you need to go into a store, Reggie, and pick up a few different handguns and see what fits your hand well. One way to see whether or not the gun is going to work for you specifically is, number one, make sure the clerk knows what you're doing, but hold the gun at a low ready, which is down, pointed away from you. Close your eyes, pull the gun up to where you think that you have the sights in front of your eyes, and then open your eyes. If you actually are even close to having a sight picture, then you're holding a gun that is in your natural grip pattern. If you're holding it and the nose is tilted way down, or see, I'm doing this not like that, but way up, then you might need to look at something with a different grip angle. What black pistol is that with the pistol grooves next to the pistol with the red grips? Pistol grooves? What are you talking about? The one next to it is the HK VP9. I don't think about the Sig Cross, but it's not a bad gun. I've seen it. It looks pretty solid. Where's your operator? It's right there. It's the bottom one. Real guns for sale, or is this your personal collection? Go to Wind City Armory and check them out. Whoa, what I scroll. Whoa. Dude, we're just talking about guns, and I have guns behind me. If you want to talk about things like how to anally douche your chickens, we'll talk about that later. India time is 4:44. Nice. Why do you have 10,837 guns? Because I don't have 10,838, my friend. Fell in love with the XD when I saw it on Resident Evil. It was a black tail, solid gun. Nice. I love my VP9. Very good. Any revolver? Yes, I have revolvers. How do you feel about the Mac 90? Never really played with them. Those are all little grill guns. Remember, dudes, if you need a gun for a grill, these are the guns. Mucha belilafo, I like to go baffo, blah, 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 blah. If a laser weapon firing alien shot your arm off while you were firing an M16, would it still be working? I believe our favorite people in the movie Predator say it will. If you're in a different state and I want to sell a firearm, number one, you can buy long guns and transport them across state lines, but when it comes to a handgun, a pistol, an AR pistol, whatever the case may be, it would have to be sent to your local FFL where you would then do your background checks. It's on the bottom now, showing left profile last time I saw it on the wall. Yeah, I move them around it from time to time. Do I have a snot-off snot gun? No. No one uses M16 anymore. Boomers do. Old boomers. I wouldn't mind a good grill gun. Well, technically any gun I take to the grill is a grill gun. Do you think 10mm is more powerful than 357 Magnum? Pfft, no. Do you have John Marsden's Cattleman's gun? Nope. Yo, my favorite peeps, my guy. Damn, Susie. Thank you. I like how you talk like a bro. Top right is a 5.56. Yes, it is. The military converted from M16s to M4s. Are you going to correct everybody all night? Boom, boom, boom. Do I play RDR2? No, I don't like that genre of game. I know somebody who got hit 5 times in the chest with the 357 and survived. Okay. I like my shockwave. Yeah, I'm an old guy. Shockwaves are fun. The uppers on M4 literally say M16. Okay. That we face. Wee 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 wee. Wee 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 wee. Wee 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 wee. And technically it's a 5.56, not a 5.56. Blah, 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 blah. Thoughts on Retta? I don't know who Retta is. I like them French fry taters. Reckon I won't kill nobody. Possibly got him. What's the chrome on top? I have no idea. No, but Frank, we will go ahead and report you so that you get the help you need. Suicide or self-injury? Look forward to a message from YouTube, you dipshit. Oh, that plaque real? Maybe. I actually played with the algorithm in the internet, so it looks like I've got 182,000 subs, but I've only got 400. Do you have a dessert? Do I have an Eddie Izzard Eagle? Yeah, type it in more caps. That way I'll read it even better. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, my chat froze. Hang on a second. When you spazheads start spamming my shit, it makes my shit go shit. I ain't got no gas in it. Where's the STI? It's not on the wall because I needed to buy other guns. My personal collection is used as money. Do I have any opinions on the Chiappa Rinino? Yeah, the real quality sucks. I would not buy one with my own money. I wouldn't buy one with your money. Canic MC9 Prime. Do I have any thoughts? I haven't shot one yet. I've messed with the long slide, not the Prime. It'd be interesting to see if it does mitigate any more recoil. Yeah, I saw some information about the plane crash. I'm waiting for actual information to come out. What do I think about Kimber? Kimber is fine. Their quality control was questionable for a long time, but it's coming back. I broke the gird dang wheel. Ma'am, mama. Roy, no, Black Rain is actually pretty solid. They're a little overpriced. Like the Black Rain Fallout 15 is, yeah, 1500 is too much because it comes with just mil-spec shit. But it's fine. The Shielder 43X. I'll say this once, Vince, so it'll help you in any future versus Glock question. I will never, never, never pick a Glock over literally anything. I'll take a Chiappa before I take a Glock. I'll take a Staccato before I take a Glock. I don't know, but is that an M13? What? A woman caused the crash. Okay. Yeah, favorite gun in your opinion? 1911s. Now you're just being petty. What? That I don't like Staccatos or Glock? Not really. They're both overpriced trash. What brand name 12 gauge is best for home defense? Maverick 88. Okay, Staccato isn't trash, but they're overpriced, overhyped junk. They're not worth the price they're charging. When Bull Armory can make a gun that's even better for almost half the price, come on. Shield Plus Performance Center. It's a good choice, Julio. Remember, military grade is synonymous with cheaply made. Yes. Contract bid production. What a gun! Super Soaker or Glock? Dude, you can pee into a Super Soaker and add poison damage. The only damage you get from a Glock is self-inflicted because you're having to tell people you chose a Glock willingly. Oh, my back is killing me. We're probably only going till 11 tonight. Oh no, one of my payments is due soon. How am I ever going to live with myself? That's just crazy. I once danced with a fine lady. She was a good person. She took me to the Outback Steakhouse. Petite. Patty. Don't get him started. I'd rather take a jamming pistol over Glock because I'd rather perish than own a Glock. Walls. Do I got any MP5 clones? Nope. Damn, I like my shield. Carry a long time. I'm also a 1911 veteran. Nice. Spot a Ruger RXM. Solid. What's your opinion? They seem pretty good. I do want to try out the 17-round mag body on it and see how they do with that. Then you're basically making a 19X. Any improvements regarding your nerve sheath condition? No, unfortunately, MCTD is a degenerative disorder. It doesn't get better. It can stabilize. It's kind of like, I'm trying to think of a disease that has super slow progression. So it's not like something that's going to kill me in a year. It's just something where it's just going to hurt more and more as time goes on. Mouse is back. Python is cool. I found a gun expert that answered your question without first donating money. Tell everyone about this live stream. Thank you, Rock. Yeah, I don't ask for your donations. I don't need your donations. I want to be the guy that you guys just come and hang out with. All I actually ask for are likes. Just like the videos and maybe consider subscribing if you like stuff. What's my take on Canik? I like Canik. Canik makes good guns. They are licensed Walther replicas at the beginning, the TP9DA, SAs, all those. And they've kind of created their own bodies on them. But yeah, they're pretty solid. What about a metal frame Glock with a super fancy slide and a bunch of colors and stuff? What about a chocolate Labrador that poops chocolate ice cream? If we're going to talk about stuff that doesn't exist, I mean, just go crazy. Opinion on FNFAL. Never shot one, but they look fun. FNX Tactical? Question mark. Dude, can some of you type longer than 2-word sentences? I'm not answering anything if you just type 1-word sentences. What's your thoughts on the 365 macro? It's a solid gun, but it's a gun that doesn't make a lot of sense to me because you're putting a full-size grip with the shorter barrel. The barrel doesn't matter. You want a longer barrel for better ballistics and longer sight radius. It's the grip that prints. So that's kind of odd in my opinion. Do you reload in your boyfriend's closet? No, but I unload in your mom's mouth. What's your opinion on guns that fire rubber bullets? If you like ones, which do you like? If you're talking about less than lethal firearms like the burner pistol and stuff, I haven't done any in-depth testing. That's not what my channel's about. 365 XL is perfect. Yeah, because it keeps it at the same grip length as if you had the 12-rounder mag in it. So yeah, I get that one. Mrs. Mouse is at Costco. Tell her to get me some Danishes. Bro, there's a wall at your guns. Nope. If we don't turn around, they can't hurt us. If you can only own one gun for the rest of your life, what would it be? A 1911. You in-depth testing with your boyfriend? Stop calling your mom my boyfriend. Your mom is not a Fuda. I like the X macro, but I don't like the squishy trigger. Yeah, that's always a problem. Get the Legion version, then it'll get rid of that one. Story time. I was outnumbered on the upcoming paintball gun, so I froze paintballs the night before. It wasn't pretty to say the least. Took the W. Granted, I banned for life, but face it, I win. That's like I used to make Facebook posts like the kids are outside having a water gun fight. I'm just waiting for the pot to boil. Bob, what's wrong with BB pellet guns? My pellet gun has a higher muzzle velocity than my 1911 pellet gun, and my 1911, granted not the same energy, but velocities are... people are just weird, dude. Integral slide comps or threaded comps. So a threaded comp is going to be more effective, but it can create some running issues because of the added weight on the end of the muzzle. The integrated slide comps do actually work, though. They can definitely lower the recoil of the firearm. Me likey Costco chicken bake at the food court. So I'm kind of done eating for a while. I'm on the liquid diet. That's why I'm not drinking that much right now. I didn't eat much today. I've had some potato chips and a little bit of dry ramen. So I'm just kind of... I'm going to be a nibbler for a little while. I win. Nah. You know what else I like to do? I like to go to marathons and see the looks on all the runners' faces because I'm there every week when they're running. But every now and then I like to see the look on their faces when I hand them a glass of vodka instead of water. Legalize medical cocaine. You go do you, bud. Do I have a thought on a PSA dagger or do I not like it due to being so close to Glock? So the difference between a Glock and a PSA gun... I have said this many times. I respect that a Glock runs. I respect that they're reliable. I respect that they eat anything. They're too expensive. So a dagger puts a Glock into Glock pricing. However, they do have quality control issues. That's a company problem, not a gun problem. If they had the same quality control as Glock and still sold at a sub $300 level, I would have no problem with their guns. 34 round 9mm for $6. Did you check that out? No, I did not, dude. First date. I'm in. If you want to build your own rifle, like something never jammed or fell, which company or which parts would you go for? So it's not like back when Qantas was the only airline that hadn't had a plane crash. Every company creates products and parts that could jam. I'm from South Africa. Did my training on a Glock and hated shooting it. I really could not understand the hype. Everyone advising get a Glock. I got the Meta SFT, then bought the MC9. So everybody will tell you to do it because, like I've said many times, they are reliable handguns. They will shoot just about anything you want to put through them. They are easy to maintain. All of that is inherent with their mediocre design. They are not an innovative design. Number one, Glock stole their action from John Moses Browning. It's called the Browning short tilting locking action. But number two is they gave the gun bad loose tolerances to make it run junk. That's the same reason an AK is reliable, is the same reason a Glock is reliable. So basically they're charging maximum dollars for the minimum amount of design work. Rather than design good tolerances and good barrel fit and good ramps and all that stuff that would make the gun function without giving up tolerance and quality control, they instead convinced people that Glocks are the better gun, and people just accept it. Oh, I guess I'll have to deal with it. Oh, I guess I'll put sights on it. I guess I'll put a trigger in it. And I guess I'll have $1,000 into a $300 gun. So one reason why I wouldn't buy one is because of the quality control issues. If you work on your own guns, like I work on my own guns, I can get around most of the issues that the PSA guns have. But yeah, I would recommend that it's if you don't have a lot of practice working on your own guns, it's a good way to learn. What about the lady that had you nair your whole body? That was a one and done thing. We don't talk about her. Smith & Wesson is better than Glock. Agreed. Thoughts about the Platypus? It's a fine gun. I haven't shot one, but I've played with them a few times. Stoeger, Shadow Systems, Faction, and Ruger all have Glock clones out now, so take your pick. Also, Daria, which is an American company now, or they have American manufacturing, so you're sporting American manufacturing jobs. CZ's great, man. CZ P10. Similar kind of function to a Glock, but much better quality. If I hold a Glock, I feel like I'm holding a stapler. Pretty much. Glock has probably the largest number of parts availability and options. Not really. They have the same. Everybody makes the same kind of level of shit. 1911s arguably have more different things you can do to them. The hair is coming back nicely. No, it's coming back very stickly. Got 5 daggers, 2 PSA lowers. They're all fine. Because you know guns, Bruce, and you can diagnose the problem if one does come up. Favorite firearms are 1911 because they're cheap and got a government contract. Who are we talking about now? You talking about Glock? Glock didn't get a government contract in the United States. They got law enforcement contracts, but Glocks are not government sidearms. If you're referring to like FBI's and stuff, those were department individual contracts that were awarded. Used Glocks for $280. You bought one? Yeah, because that's all it's worth. I've said this many times. If Glock sold every one of their models for $300, I would literally have nothing bad to say about them because they'd be a $300 gun. But when their optics cut gun can cross $600, no. Boom, 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 boom. It's interesting about the Glock, yep. Read the entire comment, Mouse. He thinks he's funny. I think Glock got a SEAL contract. No. Well, even if they did, that's a SOCOM contract. That is not a military contract. That is a division inside the military. Yes, technically military, but it's not a nationwide contract. That's literally like a cop station in the middle of Des Moines getting Glocks. That is selected for that division only. Why is Glock not used by special forces? I think some of them do. What's good? 17th birthday. Nope. You're funny, Mundo. DB is actually alive. What is up? How do you feel about the gas pedal thumb rest for 1911s? I shot one the other day. I was actually surprised at the amount of recoil control you got out of it. If your hand is the right size for it, absolutely. But my hand is much too large. When I try to hold on the slide lock base, you know, the one that goes on your slide lock, I can't use it at all. It puts my hand too far back on the gun. What's your take on the SIG SP 2022? The grip frame is too small. The gun shoots fine, but it's too small. Boom, boom. Touch the screen? Okay. Lousy. They big mad. They can't rouse them. Yeah, no, it's fine. What do you run to in your sea of firearms? Stonebrook. So I have 3 guns always ready to go. I have a Mossberg 930 tactical loaded with buckshot. I have an AR-15 loaded with green tips because I don't have neighbors close to me. And then I back it all up with my 1911. I made you the gas pedal. Did you try it? Not yet. I haven't done anything with anything. Yes, SB, the blue handle grip gun is a CZ75 SP01. SD9VE, they're fine. The brass casing swells, so you have to resize and trim cases, sometimes split. Nice. Fresh back from the cold north. Yeah. It's about goddamn time. What holsters did you use when you were carrying the operator? I use a open-ended Galco. I was thinking about it. This was not the one I was using, even though this is cut for a rail. But I used a Galco open-ended inside the waistband. Mossbergs are reliable. Yeah, they are. Not trying to be rude, but all the guns are fake. Okay. That's one of the dumbest things I've read in the last 6 seconds. Thank you. How is it in the Arctic Circle? Springfield, Sig, Ruger, M&P, all better than Glock. It's easier to name the guns that aren't better than Glock. Bought my wife a 380 Ruger Security. Do you think that's good for a whammon? All guns are individual, so kind of pigeonholing women to 380 is kind of not cool because there are 9 mils that rack easier than a 380 and are smaller. So it's a perfectly fine gun for a smaller frame person. Guys, stop hating. Just ignore it, dude. They're just being Twitch motherfathers. Gunsmith. I don't have a gun named Smith. I work on guns. I am a armorer for Glock, Smith & Wesson in Springfield, but I don't call myself a gunsmith. Letting you know of a recent mistake I made. I bought a 5-round box of Sabo slugs from a Mossberg, only find that Sabos are not meant for smoothbore. Well, there you go. They're bringing 24 eggs. How do you think I should cook them? With some sort of heat, Mouse? What would you carry if you lived in Yellowknife? I don't know what that is. My arms are really long. Good for you. I'm 6'4". I have average arms for that size. How do you feel about carrying full size? That's all I carry. I carry a government 5-inch 1911. That's on the Beretta 92 and the 80X. Don't really like the 80X. The 92 is fine. Oh, Susie's a lass after me own heart. Sunny side up. Oh, top of the morning to you. We're going to have some eggs and bacon. You're going to cook it really grand. And we're going to wash it down with some orange juice. I'm here for it. You're my favorite. This is a very typical Irish thing where you start high and you come back down. Oh, you've got me by the short hairs, of which I don't have any. Lass, it's a great one. Wash these. I'm dizzy. I didn't eat much today, and I'm definitely feeling it. My man, Big Frank, is carrying his 220. Very good there, boy. Who makes a good aftermarket 1911? All 1911s are aftermarket, son. The original Colt company went bankrupt in the 60s, so technically. 220 with 220 100 gun custom XTPs has never let me down, Sergeant. I was out on the fence, sir, and I saw an intruder, so I shot him with my hand cannon. Should I might you during full play? Don't forget to pack a little something extra. Why did Goose run away, man? Goose didn't even say anything. He just came in and said, honk, and he left. Well, of course, GTA 5, they're going to ban you if you put a gun on one of your wives. Boy, you better stop. Don't threaten me with a good time. Oh, that's what they say. Come on in to Dulles Airport. Ooh, Dulles. Isn't that Irish? Come on, we're going to have some fun. We're going to go looking for far-leaf clovers, blue moons, and a couple of horseshoes. Goose is not mysterious, he's untitled. It doesn't matter if they're all airsoft or real. If it's gun-shaped and YouTube decides they don't like you, they're going to remove you. Maybe it was something else you did. Just dropping a quick like before bed. Make sure to hydrate. I got your cup bigger. Sippity-dippity. What would you do if somebody says F you? I mean, I'd question whether or not it's an offer, a dare, a challenge, or a threat. Horseshoes. Would you have no issues with flying commercially this day? I don't like flying at all because I went to school in my high school days. I was in an aviation magnet, so I used to go to the airport a lot, and I've flown in simulators, and I know what pilots are doing. Trusting my life to DEI hires in the airplane world is not something I feel like doing. So I usually have to sit next to the engines because in every crash, almost always, they find the engines. Also, I want to build my seat out of the material they make the black boxes out of. Black box, that's my ex. Never mind. Shamrock on my chest, closest to my heart. Ah, if you were doing OnlyFans, the shamrock would be something else. I'd like to take this time to apologize to abso-freaking-lutely no one. Double damn dudes the Fookie wants, man. Pink Gatorade Zero, hell yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. DB got off a jet plane, and now he's on my live again. Black box. Yeah, that's what happens when you're done with firearms on a live. It doesn't happen just because there's a firearm. It happens because the actions of people on the line. Fly diameter. Bro, it's cooked. Dude, I'm so cooked. I'm cooked. You had to put your name in parentheses, son. Wait, am I cooking somebody else? Were you insulting me? I'm sorry, I jumped ahead of the train there. Whoop, whoop. Pull up, pull up. Terrain, ahead. Terrain, terrain. Pull up. Terrain, terrain. Nixon, why? You trying to steal my identity? I'll tell you right now, I'm in Kalamazoo, Michigan. It's ASMR beatboxing. Oh, that sounds really good, Susie. 6-minute boiled eggs. But I like making deviled eggs, so I boil at 8 minutes, and then I take them off, and then I cold them. Yes, they're really soft gun. Soft gun? That just sounds like a bad sexual problem. What's wrong? Hey. Okay, guys. Today on my channel, we're going to do some ASMR. Turn your phones way up and listen to the sounds that I'm about to make. Are you ready? Numero uno, bitch. That's right. You're my number one bitch. I need an AR-15. Go get one then. Hey, Joe, you see the Harbor Freight Light? No, I did not. What Harbor Freight Light? Number one, still bannable. If you ban Susie, I swear to God, I'm going to time you out for the rest of a minute. Bro, I swear to God, if I'm farting a mic right now, I'm going to be mad as frick. Dude, I don't even know how to fart. Hold on, I'll try. Uh-oh. I feel something wet. I have my AirPods in. Turn them up! Thoughts about Gerson? Pretty good. There are a couple of misses in their catalog. Honestly, the Disruptor, the MC28 is kind of getting long in the tooth. They need to step up their game with that one. Oh, yes. I did see the picture of the TLR1 clone. I might have to check it out. I'm not a big fan of something that looks too close to what they're trying to rip off, though. But I'm going to check it out. Hey, battered coochie. I don't have a chocolate starfish. It's bald. You should have been here for that. Did Blacksmith ever make things right? Yes, by never answering me again. As far as I'm concerned, they could suck my butthole. They made me buy a gun or a safe to give to one of my viewers. Pissed me off. The point of a clone is to be the same. Yeah, well. Do you think you're toughest? What about my toughest? Damn, Joe, sounds like you blew out your own ring. If you had a choice between a Glock and a Glock, would you Glock the Glock or Glock? I would rather sit down on my knees and pray to the Lord Almighty to please take me now. Godfather says $1.99. He's telling people to subscribe. Are you asking them to subscribe to you or me? It's late at night, you hear window breaking. If you had to grab one gun, what are you grabbing? Shotgun, number one, but number two, I have steel bars with metal spikes over my window, so if somebody breaks my window, I'm going to hear them bleeding to death. Do I have a Staccato? No, I don't like Staccatos. They're overpriced. DB, that cut me deep, sir. DB, you cut me deep, sir. DB, you cut him deep, sir. Hey, Susie at least is a member, you cheap fuck. Do I have an AREX 226? Yep, it's right up there. Thank you for the content. I was waiting for you to go live. No problem, Battered. To me, thank you, Godfather. I mean, you donated, so you can do yourself a call out if you really want to. Everybody go check out Godfather Amen as well. Nice lababoo. Thank you, labadoo. Nice, you knocked me off, you mofo. Breach. You look like someone a 13-year-old would think is cool. You know what's even funnier, dude? Because I'm not a punk-ass bitch trying to sound cool on the internet, real people like me too. Adults, women, men. I'm attractive to everybody. You named yourself a gooner, so have fun masturbating for the rest of your life, you fucking incel. Who's number one OG and top mod? Me. I'm a senator, and I'm actively working towards repealing your Second Amendment right. Sweet! Do it! Then come and try to take my guns personally and see what happens. You're not cool. No, I'm not, dude. Not even nearly close to somebody who capitalized breaker but not the word hymen. You dipshit. What's the best gun for a bank job? Usually whatever one the security company gives you as your service weapon. Never shot a gun with a switch, but I am planning on buying an 18C, so. What shotgun ammo for home defense? A lot of people will tell you different things. Some people will say birdshot. I use buckshot. Some people say slug. That's a little bit of over-penetration, in my opinion. That gray AR-15 a radical? No, it's actually a Diamondback, and it's actually green. It just looks gray because of the lights. You think the egg cooker will be any good? Dude, don't insult your wife like that, bro. She has a name. Joe got him down tonight, no more than need, and he's mowing them down. Yeah! Double up buck for home defense is beautiful, and it has a good spread. At 20 yards, you can take down an entire hallway. Have you heard of the new Glock 9? They're made of porcelain and can go through any metal detector. All right, John McClane. I've rifled hydroshot slugs. Jesus. You've got some rock salt shells for your short sharp barrel. Nice. Send you an email. I bought an egg cooker. Dude, stop calling your wife that, bro. Oh, that's cool. Good price. It's worth checking out for that price, even if it sucks. If it sucks, then you put eggs in it that you give to your neighbors. My wife's cooking eggs. Y'all are going to get me killed. Yo, Mrs. Outdoors. Your boy Broke over here says that you suck at cooking and that you won't throw an egg directly at his head. Bought a Savior tactical range bag and it holds handguns. I have individual handguns. Yeah, I've got a Savior bag. I've got the rifle bag. I really like it. Tons of pouches. I know nothing about shotguns, but want to get into them. I spend most of my time with rifles and pistols. How do I segue into shotguns? A lot of YouTube videos, honestly. Kind of check stuff up and see what's out there. Holy crap! ASMR for 1 whole minute. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. We're going to be very quiet. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but that's not really the point. What we do know, any experiences with GAR B14? I've shot one before. It was pretty good. Dale, you thumbed up in the chat, but you're not here? That's interesting. Welcome back. Gun ASMR. Chick. Slide, 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 slide. Safety, 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 safety. Oh. Gun, 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 gun. I love this. I'm so glad you love this, because at the end of the minute, it's gonna get fucking crazy. MC? Leave Susie alone, MC. Susie is not to be deleted. MC, Susie is to be left alone. She has my permission to do what she wishes, because someday she's going to marry me. So please, shh. One day, when I was loading a firearm, I put the magazine in. I racked the slide back. And I didn't hear a click. So I racked the round out. And would you believe it? Light primer strike. It went. Wrong person, Joe. It's fine, MC. Thank you for apologizing. I'm trying to do ASMR. Mag release, drop, catch. Mag release, drop, catch. Insert mag, rack back. All right, we're past a minute. What's the blue handle gun behind you? That is a C75, C75, CZ75 SPO1. I really like the ASMR stream. You can only take one gun with you to a stranded island. What would you take? It doesn't matter. I just need one round because I'm getting off that island quick. Do you have a Shadow too? No, I have. I've had a bunch of them, but I keep selling them. A serious question. How do you detect a squib when shooting rapidly? You really got to pay attention to sound. That's really the only way you're going to get it. If you shoot a lot of rounds, you'll usually be able to detect a squib right away. Am I a collector of guns or do I sell them? A little bit of both, Darren. I own a gun store called Wind City Armory. Am I ex-military? Nope. I am not. What's a squib? A squib load is when the bullet fails to exit the barrel. Usually it will get stuck partway down the barrel, either because the round, it was oversized, wasn't sized correctly, had a bad primer, the powder didn't burn all the way, but for some reason the round is stuck in the barrel. Any experience with Bagara? If so, what's your opinion on the quality? The only Bagara I ever shot was a custom 300 Win Mag. It shot beautifully. Where are you located? What state? Virginia. Allison, I hate to break it to you, but selling guns is not illegal because guns. How many chromosomes do you have? All of them, bro. Anything that I can do to take the recoil of my 22. If you're talking about your Glock 22, get a real gun. If you're talking about a 22 caliber handgun, stop carrying guns. How about criminals? Well, if you want to play a game of asking questions that have absurd reasoning behind them, what about fish? Shouldn't it be illegal to sell guns to fish? I just noticed the AR on the top. Yep. Why are double stacks more fun? They're more to grip onto. Ask any porn star. Do they like the single stack or the double stack? Nice collection. CZs are excellent guns. I see several on the wall. Technically, there's only one, but yes, they are awesome. What about potatoes? You can mash them, boil them, stick them in a stew. I have a pet fish. His name is Binky. I have a Bagara B14 HMR chambered in 6.5. I cannot click with my mouse right now. There you go. But the favorite character from the Hitchhiker series, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, it's probably Slarty Bartfast. Boating actions led to a fish being armed to the gills. Lol. John, hello. Should have called him Blinky. Wow. At least it's not. What do you think of the Tauros Millennial G2? The G2 is fine, man. Happy to see you. Schizoid, what is going on, sir and sirs and all the other sirs that are inside your brain pan? Schizoid for the Winzoid. Schizoid for the Winzoid. Skitside for the Winzoid. Beep. Beep bap. Bippity boo. Bop bop beep bop. Bippity bap. Bop boop. If you want to eat a pizza, where do you go? To the pie room? What's a good self-defense? 0 for handgun red dot. 15 yards. You have any 50 cals? No. Close enough to the hour? Can we have a house wall tour? Yep. You got a P556 recently. Nice. I have around 750 rounds on my G3C, and it had one malfunction. The malfunction was caused by me riding the safety. I had good luck with mine. I had almost 2,000 rounds through mine. With I think it had one failure to eject, and that could have been rounds because I was using remans. Name the best millimeter. 9mm. Steven. Steven is the best 9mm. Steven, you win. All right, here we go. Here's the wall. Let's start up here. The old Ruger. Hey, Ruger. What's up, Ruger? We got a Taurus G3X, which is basically a G2C with the full-size grip. We got a Daria Arms DY9. My neck is completely seized up, guys. Sorry. I'm going slow because I'm in a lot of pain. So that is a Gen 5 compatible Glock clone. Glock 22, 40 cal, because, you know, I can't make fun of them if I don't own them. Glock 19, MOS, Gen 5, because, again, I can't make fun of them if I don't own them. You wanted that G3X so bad. Yeah, it is what it is. Remington 870 mag-fed pump shotgun. Comes with 5 mags. You should probably go to Wind City Armory. Canic 55. It's the TP9 double action with the decocker on top. Very nice. Basically a pure Walther clone. Canic MC9LS. I traded the rose gold pink Glock for it. Got a much better trade that way. Canic Meta SFT. Good gun. Don't know why nobody's bought it yet, but I may have to go into the truck at some point. Canic TP9 SFX. Again, a great entry-level competition-style gun. 5.2-inch barrel, red dot capable, worn sights, fiber optic front. Really nice gun. Palmetto State Rock. I put it below it because they kind of look the same with the cuts and everything. That's a 5.7 by 28. Witness 9mm from Danfolio with the rosewood PLA grips that my boy Drunk Mouse made. Very nice, thank you. CZ75 SP01 with the blue grips on there. Very nice gun. I need to change the sights. They're dead True Glows. SIG P320 X5 Legion. Oh my god, it's a 320. I'm surprised it hasn't gone off yet. Shut up. That's not how it works, but this one's a good one. Arex Alpha 226, basically a 226 Legion if you want to call one. Arex 01 Tactical 9mm. A very nice gun, does the job. Keltec Aluminum P15. So it's the all-metal version. Very nice gun. Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0, 380, very small. The TSOS BR9 double stack with the bull barrel, so it's a Gen 2, very nice. Rock Island 1911 FS TAC optics cut, very nice. The infamous TSOS Night Stalker. I got it back from Brandon for a little bit of testing, so thank you. Just dropped his first name. That's okay. Nobody knows all of his name. So we've got right there the Gerson Match X 2311. Up here we have a Diamondback DB15 with shit optics and stuff on it from Amazon, but that's how I bought it from a guy. Heritage Rough Rider 22 long rifle and the Taylor's 1873 single action army clone. Below that we have a 1970 Romanian AK kit and the 37mm signal device. Taurus PT92 because for some reason I put it over there. I don't know. Springfield Operator and 45 ACP. The SIG 1911 X and 45 ACP. The Para Ordnance 1345 and 45 ACP. The HK VP9 and 9mm and the Dan Wesson DWX. So there is your wall tour. Any riot gear? No. Do we have any old relics? Not currently. He's an old relic. Yep, pretty much I am. I'm going to be 46 years young this year. No problem, MC. I am here for you. And we're only going till 11 tonight because my back is killing me. Big B, I do not hunt, but thank you for the question. Erg. What happened, Erg? What happened, Susie? You dropped down to number 3? That's okay. You're always number 2 in my book. Wait, that came out wrong. Tell your egg cooker to get cooking, mouse. Did you ever consider getting into milsurps? No, I really didn't. I bought a few like Star pistols when they were good prices and some old military like Berettas, but they are real guns. Why is one state called West Virginia and the other one only Virginia? That goes back to the Civil War. So one side wanted the slab, some side didn't want the slab. Have you heard of Harbor Freight's TLR1L HL clone? Yeah, it was mentioned earlier, and I've seen one picture. I haven't actually put my hands on it. Favorite gun would be my 1911s just in general. Why did you go full screen, douche nozzle? Schizoid, same as the AliExpress one, same price. Yeah. Thank you for freezing, Internet. Jesus Christmas. Who keeps timing me out? First time ever. All right, mods. Leave. You know what? Here you go, Susie. I don't know why everybody's making this shit difficult, so there you go. Now they can't do it. Want to stop in and say hi, got to walk the dog and have Mrs. DB time. Well, just make sure you don't get those two confused, DB. All right, Mrs. DB, time for a walk. Shit. Have you shot the Kuna yet? I have not. That was still for me. You know, you could have untimed her if you just click on somebody that you time out and then just change the timeout to 30 seconds in the future. What do I think of the 2040? 2040 what? My guy, you're for sure my favorite. Yeah, just play nice with those rules, though, Susie. Don't go nuts with banning people. First gun, what was your first gun? Mine was a Rock Island 1911 double stack in 9mm, actually. Nice selection of Canics. You have the Meta SF. Nice. Yeah, no, it comes in waves with some of the guns that I keep in stock. So those are actually for sale through my store, Win City Armory. So I'll tell you which ones are actually on the website. I don't even know which ones are up there. I'm only putting like 5 up a day just because it takes me forever to upload because I'm weak. Oh, let's see. So we've got Gen 5. Damn, there's not much on there. I got to get on that shiz. I'll get more stuff up there. Don't worry. Can't touch guns on live stream. Yep, not my style. I shall look after you. Don't worry. All right, thank you, Susie. Which handguns are the best for defending against gypsies? Tramps and thieves? I'm not sure. The 22 that the mags cost more than the firearms. Which one are you talking about? Oh, the 22, 24. What? I live in Cape and Bridge. Nice travel. Damn, how bright do you have your monitor? Me? It's normal brightness. Yeah, I know where you are, brother. Jiminy's Pew Pew Show, what's up? Not much, Yukon, what's up? You're gonna give me epilepsy. I'm not giving you shit. You have to earn it. If you want that epilepsy, you blink faster, motherfather. It's because some of my web pages have a white background and some of them have a black background. Oh my god, he's being racist. No, he's not. Shut up. Thought you were going to sue me. Why would I sue you? Ah, people laughed at my jokes. It's almost like I'm talented enough to be a live streaming. So hear me out. I'm thinking about Twitch streaming on the days I'm not on here. Just a chat Twitch. Lan, what is up? Hey, if you want to hear him shoot a gun, no. You need that 1911. Got some words for you, Dingle. It's you must be much more specific. There are many of the 1911 up there. I love spam. I hate spam. Even when you're tired and pain, you are on form. Leave it. Love it. Keep winning, big chap. Thank you. Sometimes your words make me think you're actually a dude, but I'm fine with that, I guess. Because I said I'm going to ban your account. Okay, cool. Thanks, owner. You didn't capitalize owner, so you have to pay for Twitch. If you have Amazon, you get free Twitch, and you don't have to. You can watch Twitch for free. It's just if you want to become like a member of a channel. What do I think about 2245 Ruger? They're fine. Preferred CCW handgun. My personal choice is a 1911 full 5-inch. What pistol cases do you use for range days? So I typically use a 511 case, just a hard plastic case to put my handguns in, and then put my ammunition, tools, and stuff into a backpack. Who did your work on your arm? Buddy of mine. So both of my arms are done by him. His name is Dustin Rose out of Winchester. Deep in Ink is the name of the shop he works out of. He's been doing my work for the last couple of years. Sorry, my back is really starting to hurt. So, hey, Garrett, I will give you my Amazon Twitch membership. Just let me know if you start doing it. I will. You go PT 24/7. Nice. I hate when people call a mag a clip. Yeah, especially since it's wrong to call it a clip. What's your favorite gun? 1911s. Anyone you can show that kind? RoboCop. No, I can't pick up guns on live streams. But if you go back to about 10 minutes ago, I do a full close-up of everything. How'd I get into guns? So after 2017, a buddy of mine was going to start a gun store. It took me to the range. I started shooting, and I just kind of fell in love with it. Hope your back feels better. It's more of my neck than anything, and it's right where I have collapsed vertebrae. So like right now, everything is pinching together and solidifying. It's basically forming one giant mass of pain right here. It's like just a giant friggin' knot. And unfortunately, I left my vibrator over at the girl I nared for's house, so it's a little bit off. Thanks, I think compliment is dead somewhere. I type how I talk. Can I order a shop? No, I'm not on Gunbroker. You know, a platypus would make your back feel better. Send it to me. What are those sloths doing there? They were gifts from people I know. Do you have any time with Olight pistol lights? If so, do you think they're any good? Light recommendations? Streamlight, Surefire, or the top two? Olight is fine if you're on a budget. Your favorite gun is a high point. At least they're not pretentious. What do I think of the M1 Grand? It's fine. It's grand. Also, they are not assault weapons. Assault is an act. Yep, pretty much. Repent and believe the gospel of Jesus Christ. Actually, it was the word of Jesus Christ. The gospel is spoken to us by other peoples. Also, there were cars in the Old Testament and the New Testament because Jesus and his apostles arrived in an accord. So would my elbow. Ooh. You'd hit him with your weenus? Be careful there, Susie. You might make them jealous. Sorry, man. Back and neck pain is the worst pain. Yep, those vibrator things really do the trick, do they not? Oh, yeah, they do. It's pretty hard, though. I usually have to wait for days when I'm having an anal cranial inversion, and then it works. Not diamond, just a regular one. Expensive name brand Varzoom scope on Amazon or straight from brand? A lot of problem with Amazon is you can't guarantee you're getting a real one. How many V-Bucks did you spend on all that? At least one. Rapid fire. Susie should go and visit Joe. Don't start that shit, Mouse. You did that with Susu all the time. You just like people named Sue. Do you have a Flock 19? Nope. What belt do you use for inside the waistband? Core. K-O-R-E. Olight Balder S is decent for the money, but there are better options. Yeah, I believe so, too. I love the Taurus gun. Thank you. What's your favorite? 1911s. I love my Rose toy. Great massager. Ooh, I have the Rose one. It sticks in. Anyway, I got too much YouTube videos. You're good. I got over 2,200 on my channel. Do you have a Glock with the ruler clip? Sure, why not? What happened to me? Don't know. Do you have a shouting range? No, I don't have a shouting range, but I have a shooting range I use once a week. Actually, I had spine surgery and had to have physical therapy because it hurts like hell, so I can relate with you. Yeah, I'm sorry you had that pain, man. Remember, no matter how many guns you have, when you lock the Lord, you will die of his hand. When I lock the Lord, you will die of his hand. I think your book is missing letters. What do I think of car CW9? I don't like the car pistols. Can you hold a flock? A flock of seagulls? Sure. No, I prefer to lock the Lord. Joe, let me out. Sorry, Jesus, I'm locking you in. This isn't funny. Come on, just wait 3 days. You did it before. I'm done with you. Sell me one of them poles. Sorry. The Germans tried that back in the late 30s. It didn't go well. I gotta go, but good stream. Everyone, please make sure to hit the like button. Absolutely. The Susie happens to be in his neck of the woods in August. Oh, shit. I'll pick you up at the airport. That joke was terrible. Or was it terribly funny? And you're just not getting it. It's you won't laugh when you're burning. I'm not burning, dude. I've already accepted the Lord, brother. Those of you that go around Bible thumping and trying to make other people fear God and fear Jesus and fear living in any way that is inherently natural to free will, y'all are the ones that are going to burn, because you're going to get up there and Jesus is going to go, what the fuck's your problem? Leave people alone. So I know I'm already at peace with my God. So if you want to talk about religion, that's how religious I get. I shall be there with bells on. Ooh, where are the bells going to be? Here's the thing, JJ. God can take it. So tired, long day tonight. Tomorrow, good night, Joe. See you, chat. Jesus, everybody's abandoning me except for Susie. Susie's the only one who appreciates me. It's the Car 98 in your loadout. Only when I play Sniper Elite 4. You're still here, Greek? Oh, awesome, Greek. Thank you, bud. Susie and MC will be here. Preferred placement. What do you mean? Like the bells? Let's just say that they, wappa, wappa, wappa. By that I mean on the side of your hips. So you can dance like Shakira. Nah, Suka, you forgot your mama. Only agree, Susie, if he picks you up wearing his special chest ring. Dude, I will in a heartbeat. I'll meet you at the freaking thing with the facial hair, too. Oh, good day. Nice to see you. Just curious what you take as a purpose of life. 42. I'm going to never leave. Somebody wants a green card. You have a sniper and AK. What? It's going to be a live stream, Susie and Joe. Yeah. Problem is, I drive through the mountain coming back, so I couldn't live stream the trip. So no, got it. Yep, pretty much. Which one of your firearms is your favorite? I don't like to say in front of the other firearms. I get jealous, and then you never know. One might just go off like the same. Bang! Do you have suppressors? Yes. Smoke break. I just saw I have 1,700 in Sezzle. Cool. Give me your code. I'm going to buy some shit. Damn, you must be rich. I have accepted my Lord and Savior, so I'm good. Do you have a trumpet muzzle? Is that like when you have a Prince Albert in the tip of your ding-ding? Is that a lead gun? What's an LED gun? Can I buy a gun from you? You can go to Wind City Armory and order one from me to your local FFL, where you will follow all applicable rules for the ownership and distribution of firearms in these great United States of America. I believe I can fly. See the trailer for Resident Evil? No, I did not. I've never played a Resident Evil game. Could you safely say if there was a zombie apocalypse that you would be ready? Here's the funny thing, Joe. I wouldn't be ready for the zombies. I'd be ready to take out the idiots trying to loot my ass, and then I'm going to have a lot of extra shit. Do you have any paintball guns? No, I do not. All right, I'm back. You practice your Croc D accent. Look over there. You see that? That's a YouTube commenter. They're very skittish. I'm gonna go touch it. No. Any questions? How do you know when you're out of invisible ink? No. Watching from Bangladesh. What's the name of your country? Jamaica. Trumple muzzet is the opposite of a silencer. Oh, I've got a loudener. Absolutely, dude. Two colorful guns. Do they glow? No, those are just PLA. They're just 3D printed signs. Well, getting there. I'm not saying much, but there might be alcohol in here. Yeah, that's some good stuff there. Rebecca says she'll donate. When I go out to the bars on Saturday, I donate a lot. Usually spittle, because when I'm drunk, I get a lisp. This actually makes my back feel better. One question. You've asked it 4 times, so technically. Neon Thunder laughs. You have a car. I don't have a Jimmy car. No, I don't have a car 98. I'm not really into the old stuff, honestly. What first piqued your interest in the world of guns? So, I've always been into guns, like Bruce Willis in Last Man Standing, Riggs in Lethal Weapon. But after I killed myself in 2017 was when I kind of got into guns. Yeah, dude, it's starting to hurt so bad that it's coming around the top. It's really interesting. Do I know anything about Bangladesh? Do I know anything about Bangladesh? You guys seem to repeat yourselves a lot. You really seem to repeat yourselves a lot. Sometimes you repeat yourselves a lot. I think you repeat yourself a lot. Late bloomer guns. Oh yeah, absolutely. I was a car guy, a tech guy, a comic book guy, and everything else guy. But then stuff happened. Riggs got to be my spirit animal. Oh yeah, he was cool. And then he had the hair of a lion back in the day. Rotator cuff. I just got here. No, I have collapsed vertebrae in my neck, pinched nerves, and a degenerative nerve disorder, which is being exacerbated by the fact that I haven't eaten today. How much guns? I don't know, 4. You train on a daily basic? No, I train once a week. My grandmother has a working flintlock. It's a family heirloom. Nice! Those are fun. Oh man, sorry. It's alright, Dodge. What's up, dude? You think it's an okay idea to carry 230 grain 10 millimeter for self-defense? What's more important is the tip of the round. Hollow points before full metal jacket, especially when you're carrying a heavier grain, because the over-penetration chance with 10 mil is pretty strong. How do you store your ammunition? Usually in the boxes they come in, I have a climate-controlled area, so my safes are not in a predominantly humid type area, so just normal weather, normal humidity levels, and you're fine. Kuna versus Strybog. Haven't shot a Kuna yet. I am going to be getting one as soon as my distributor gets them again. I like the look of it better than the Strybog, but Strybog shoot pretty good. Dude, eat something. That's not good for you. Nah, I'm good, man. I had some potato chips earlier and some dry ramen. Blaze, tell me how much guns you have. I told you, like 4. That wouldn't happen on my watch. I'm trying to lose weight. I ate too much the last 3 days. Preferred home defense type. Shotgun. Nice tattoos, thank you. Cannot touch guns on live. Can't wait to see a review on that T-Sauce Night Stalker versus the Gerson. They're both modified, and they're both modified by me, so they're going to kind of be the same, but I just want to compare a few things on it. That's true. I carry 180 grain hollows. Yep. How much gun? How much gun? How much gun? At least 4. At least 4. Maybe 5. Still doubling your comments. It's actually pronounced Streebog. Ah, well, my name's actually pronounced G-Mini. 226 Legion versus Shadow 2. I'd still take the Shadow 2. I just think it's a better overall trigger than even the 226 Legion, but the 226 Legion is nice. I'm Indian Army fence, but am I pro guns? No, I'm Joe. How are you? Which 2011 do you recommend for a $2,000 budget? Well, unfortunately, if we want to be pedantic, only Staccato has the rights to the name. But if we're talking about just in general, Bull Armory or Alpha Foxtrot. Then why do you have so much guns behind you? I have no clue. Have you ever messed with Tanfolio? Yeah, there's one behind me. Have you ever tried the body armor drink? It's like Gatorade with coconut water. I have. There's only a couple that I like. Ever tried fasting all day, then just evening protein-filled evening meal? I have. My thing is I have to train my brain to stop eating. If I don't make myself not eat, I will just snack and snack and snack. And you'll notice probably on Monday that my neck will look a lot thinner because I'm actively refusing to eat at this point. I'm going to eat just enough to not die. Just came across a stream of the riots, and I don't know if that's allowed on YouTube. It's technically the news, so yes. Yeah, it's hard to see. It's the one that looks like a high power. It's directly behind my head. That's the Tanfolio Witness. Fixed sights or red dots. Whatever the gun is capable of having is what I prefer, Abe. So, like, some of my 2011s don't have red dots. That's just because I'm out of RMSC cut. Do I ever shoot any of those? Yes, I've shot every gun on that wall that isn't new. Do you need to own a gun to get a license to carry? No. You'll lose muscle, though. Yeah, I don't really care. My religious. I have my religious beliefs, but they're my own, and I don't like to discuss them. It's not on the news. Somebody's actually recording. What I mean by that, Gavin, is that because they're showing a live event that's transpiring and they aren't the one causing the event, it's technically media related, and YouTube doesn't care as much about them doing it unless they're doing something illegal during the riot. You know, like the person that's actually filming is participating actively in the riots, then they have a bigger chance of getting taken away. What's the most powerful type of gun? The one that kills somebody. What's your opinion on prism optics? Not a huge fan of prism optics. I like single window dots. I get it. Protein snacks get you through the pesky hunger pangs. So like I had a handful of chips and some ramen that was dry. I didn't even cook it. Do I like the TP9 Elite SC? Little bulky for my taste, but it shoots really well. Do I like Brandon Herrera? I'm over him. What I mean by that is all those guys. Demo Ranch, Brandon Herrera, Grantham, Kentucky Ballistics, even to a point now Honest Outlaw, they've all decided that YouTube is what they do for a living, and that's how they make their money. If you watch old Brandon Herrera stuff, he does whiteboard demonstrations on how guns work, all this other stuff, but then he started doing meme reviews and cursed gun reviews and shit like that. And then his channel became nothing but clickbaity bullshit where he just wants to talk about other people's work. And I have a problem with that. And I apologize to Brandon for the way I just worded that if he ever happens to see this. As a person, I think he's talented. He's an amazing gun builder. And he has a lot of really good points. But he also decided to make YouTube a big part of his life. And in order to do that, you crater your self-worth. Sorry, man. Can my daughter legally carry in her university? No idea. You got to check with your university. Everybody's different. Donuts, probably about, yeah. Is it possible to buy a 9mm Uzi Pro still? I think so. Where I'm at, my town, Sumter, can't even catch a break from the storms. Now I just got a flash flood alert. Yeah, I got a flash flood here in Winchester. Is it possible to buy a 9mm? Yeah, what's the most powerful anti-material gun? A laser. There's no material at all, it's light. What are your top 3 pistol red dots? I'm still working on that. I haven't shot them all. Currently, my Romeo 1 Pro on my 320 is very high up there. Believe it or not, if you're talking about a cheap one, my Burris Fastfire C on the Gerson has been excellent, hasn't lost zero, and it works awesome and very visible during the day. I'm waiting to try an RMR and an SRO. Honestly, I've never bothered using expensive ones, so we'll see what happens. You're not allowed to bring gin onto a college campus. That sounds wrong. You don't like enclosed pistol optics? I'm okay with them. Like the Rex 01 has the enclosed wolf on it. It's fine, I guess. Never messed with Vulcan Machine Works. Aren't they out of business? You sell guns? Yes, I have a gun store. Look at my wall. It looks nice. Hi, Stone. It's nice to see you're fucking up and about and doing stuff. How was your trip home, bud? How many guns do you have? Like 5. I hear good things about the Burris Fastfire. It really is. For a sub $170 optic, it turns on and off, has buttons. I mean, it does the job, man, for sure. Could be wrong, but I have a feeling this guy likes guns. I also like pancakes. Where's your gun store? Winchester, Virginia. Tent says, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. I have a better question. Where are you? What are you? How are you? Why are you? When are you? Where are you? How are you? What are you? What? I've got a green laser, bright light, and a red dot, green dot sight on top of my AR pistol, 7.5. Is that too much? Hell no, dude. Put it all on there. That way they'll shoot you first. Pancakes are cool. Waffles are better. I agree. Waffles are pancakes with pockets. They're better. Does anyone have Oliver Oil? All right. Somebody get rid of Patrick Kelly, please. Should I go with a revolver or a what? A clip of what? Like an M1 Garand? Sure. Well, I got 2 hours of sleep within a 26-hour period. Boy, you sound like me today. Every time he comes to work. Just messing with you, Dodge. What guns use a 223? Well, anyone that's chambered in 223. Patriot, what's up? Why is there a bunch of guns? Why not? Longest shot made. My local ranges only go out to 300 yards to 300 yards that I'm willing to admit. Is that also where Winchester produces ammo? No, it is not. It just happens to be named Winchester as well. Waffles are pancakes that are ribbed for our pleasure. I thought you put her pleasure, and I was gonna fight you over that because if that makes me gay, then I'm a waffler. Wait, what? It's cool, no problem. Patriot's back. Am I insane for using motor oil instead of brand name gun oil? Yeah, it's not recommended. Motor oil in a gun can burn and corrode, or not corrode, but it can stain the metal. What's the best handgun for self-defense? Whatever you train with, honestly, Joe. Doesn't matter what you train with, just train with it. You could use a 2-shot Derringer, and if you're better with that than I am with the 1911, then you're going to win. What streaming app do you use? It's called YouTube on a phone. There's 2 revolvers up there. Have a great year. May God be with you. Man, don't bless me for the entire year. Maybe I don't want all that love. Which pistol do you favor the most? 1911s. Sorry, my arm just went completely numb. Flexi says hi. Flexi says yeah. Accurate fire? You mean accuracy by volume? Yeah, I do a little bit of both. Ross, I'm not sending you a gun until you send me $1 billion. Have you tried that new Kel-Tec handgun that actually has a clip? No, the PM57, I will at some point, though. Think it's okay if I clean my guns every time? Yeah, you don't... What? Yeah, you don't have to clean your guns every time you go to the range. Would a revolver be safe for my first handgun? Sure. Again, just practice, 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 dude. Practice. That's what's going to make the boast. Quick, do the stranger. No, dude, my hand's too dead for that right now. I can barely close my fist. Might sound crazy, but I have a bulging disc and pinched nerve. Go out and get some goody headache powder. Take 2. No. Hey, Jason, do me a favor, bud. I appreciate that might work for you, but you don't know what's up with me, so I appreciate it. I understand that you're coming from a place of goodwill, but don't. Part of the problem with today's society is everybody offers an opinion without thought. And I know that you're meaning well by doing it, but what you mean you don't want all that love? Walls. Thanks, no problem, Joe. What's your opinion on Winchester Model 12 pump? I've only held one. I've never shot one. Here we go with YouTube doctors. It's fine, dude. Are you Mexican? I'm Mexican because I can't tell you what I am. I've seen how they make 1911s in the Philippines, in the jungle, in the year 2000. Yeah, dude, that YouTube shit is crazy, bro. Nice, just saw you updated the website. Yeah, I put up 5 guns the other day. I'm going to put up probably 10 tomorrow. It's a good holster for revolvers. 1791 makes a great lineup of leather holsters that are a nice thick material that will last a long time. Galco and DeSantis, Desantis, just like DeSantis from Florida. They make really good one too. I'm not a doctor, but I played one on YouTube, yep. My bad in Scotland, bummer, means sad. No, we mean that too. What did I say? My poor Susie, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have disrespected you. How much are those guns behind you? I've got a pickup and a dog in the back. I am literally about to pass out. This feels wonderful. Braxton comes in and says, hello! You use middleman distributors to promote or extend your building business. What do you mean? Do I pay other people to promote my shit? No. Do lots of people carry in Scotland? Aye, they do. They stick it up their kilts. They're usually carrying mini cabers. They participate in caber toss. Like Gunbroker. No, I don't use sites like that. Sorry. What about We the People holsters? I don't know if they make a whole lot of revolver holsters, honestly. They might, I guess. Ah, ingrown hair. Ow! What gun do you like the most? 1911s are my favorite. Idle. Edelweiss. You can tell when I'm in pain because I really don't drink much. This is all I've had today. I'm not getting lean. I'm just sitting at a different angle. Also, I didn't eat today, and this is all I've had to drink in the last 7 hours. Does your store get a lot of FFL transfer? I've gotten a few. I promote that I'm open on Sundays, which has helped, but I'm not too focused on it. Hate to see you go, my lovelies, but please rest up. Yeah, I'm going to make it till 11. Yeah, Stone, Susie's a mod because everybody keeps on trying to time her out for some goddamn reason. And Bruce was an OG, and it isn't affecting my account anymore, so I need a few people. Plus, you had to go and have a life, so I need other people here. Don't dehydrate yourself. I'm not. I'm just drinking to my level of thirst. The human body is pretty good at telling you when it's thirsty. I usually listen to it. Am I fasting for religious purposes? What do you mean? I have the dad bod. It's still a dad bod. So a lot of times I just don't keep my stomach. So you know how bodybuilders have to focus to keep their stomach in? I kind of have that issue where if I don't think about it, I just kind of... What a backhanded compliment to Bruce. Wait, what did I do? Break into that room, which weapon you grab first? The 1911 sitting in front of me so I can take care of business. What I think about the oh, dude, that burns so bad right now. I think people think they are buying slightly better quality for the price point. They're buying the Name Master Brad Talk, but it works. What about the Stone? How quickly they forget. No one is listening to no YouTube doctors. It's fine. Dad bods rule. Had to take a nephew to hospital earlier. Damn it! Stop trying to make me feel bad, dude. Hope all is well. It's Friday the 13th. That's probably part of the problem. Bruce has no life like Stone, so he's got enough to be a mod. W for the dad bods. Dude, I'm just, like, I have like a Vince Vaughn style build where I'm not fat, but I don't look thin. Wake up! Little Susie, wake up. What are your thoughts on? I don't get into that stuff, Dodge. Sorry, man. I'm literally staying out of it. It doesn't involve my religious beliefs or my thoughts on what they're doing. I think everybody should stop fighting and all wars should be settled with pie eating contests. Is a 20 gauge just as good as a 12 gauge? No. It's a compromise shell, but it's good if you can't handle 12 gauge. Vince Vaughn is hot. Well, thank you. I guess I'm Vince Vaughn then. Yeah. Although I need a real picture before I keep flirting with you. Sorry. Give me my P10 back, lol. Am I Jewish? I have tattoos. Do you think I'm Jewish? The big man from Men in Black. You're gonna neuralize me, aren't you? Best starter gun, 20 gauges for birds and rabbits. Try 16 gauge. Well, thanks for answering my first question. Lol, that's my cue to leave. All right, Bobby, have a good one. I have the email. Do Jews not have tattoos? If you desecrate your body, you can't be buried in a Jewish church, cemetery. A Jewish church is a synagogue. Wait, yes, what? I don't know. I don't have Insta on this computer. You look like you lost weight. I just haven't been eating as much on purpose. Get a switch. There's a light switch right there, son. Drink with your pinky up, kids. It makes you famous. I have tattoos and I'm Jewish. Well, that's cool, but according to like the strictest Yiddish, is it Yiddish or your Jewish belief system, you're not allowed to be buried in a Jewish cemetery then. Joe's flirting with the 250-pound Scottish man. As long as she can carry me over the threshold, she can do whatever she wants. Actually, I think I do have Instagram on here. Aye, I do. There we go. Except I might not be able to log in. I changed my password. Fuck. Wait, what the fuck is this? What did I win? What did I win? Sweet! I won $600 in Nintendo games for $60. I'm in. Get the SIG? Yep. MC Tis Not. You should send me an email. JiminyShow@gmail.com. TheJiminyShow@gmail.com. Hasidic, not Yiddish. Yiddish is a language. Thank you, sir. It's not green screen. They are real. So are my boobs. Thoughts on FRTs? They're a waste of ammo. Herpes sounds like. I love herpes. I've had it 17 times. I hate giving it up. Enthusiast Hacker Man. Why are more houses and developments being built but never see new cemeteries being opened? Because people aren't dying at the rate they used to. Done a great thing to improve my memory. I've quit listening to people so there's less to remember. See, I don't have to ever worry about dementia because I have ADHD. You can't forget what you didn't pay any attention to. You won another bag of dildos. Did you send me the first bag? Oh, Jesus. I thought that said hooker. Hasidic is a sect. Okay. What's the best carry for anyone? Carry Byron from Mythbusters. And see only on Tuesday. I'm too old for Instagram. I know we're trying to lobby to be able to karaoke campus, but as far as I remember, it didn't go anywhere. No, because, troubled individuals get bullied too much by other individuals, and then they also have mental problems that weren't addressed as children, so then they go to their college and they shoot people because they're a bunch of dipshits. Here's my opinion. If you're going to go out and become a homicidal maniac and try to break the world record for number of people that you take out, start with yourself. I have a 20 gauge Saiga. I used to have one. 226 versus 92 FS versus 19. Sig226. JiminyShow@gmail.com. Yes. Fifth gun up on the center is sweet looking. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. That's a Rex 10. I'm back. Sorry, I was putting kids to bed. What did I miss? I duct taped a person to the ceiling. You can't see him right now. Shut up! Can we see a 1911 with the red drips, please? Nope, it's not a 1911. Are they still making threaded Walter PPK, or have they stopped doing that already? I think they still do it. There's still way too much money.
I'm talking to the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his way. No message could have been any clearer.
Thanks for bidding. Pickup hours are between 9 and 2. I gotta go to Hagerstown. Auction encourage bring the advice. We do our best. Shit! How did he charge my card? Really? I have to check my bank account. Nice collection. Thank you. Do I have any videos of you firing guns? Yes. When you're done watching this live stream, just click on the name of the channel. There are plenty of range videos. The Glock with the red grill is fire. Yeah, it's red grill, bro. Real fire. You ever gonna get into precision shooting? No. I have a disorder that causes me to. You can't see it because I don't hold still. Like, if I just set my hand down and film it, you would see that every muscle in my body is constantly twitching 24/7 because I have a myelin sheath disorder. Actually, right now I'm hallucinating, I think. No, hold on a second. Let me show you what's going on. No, I might be hallucinating. I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably hallucinating right now. Also, when I try to film myself twitching, it's really hard to get it on camera because it's micro twitching. But anyways, my muscles are always twitching. Have I done a video on the Metal Keltec yet? Yes, it went out this morning, Newcomb. It worked from the back of the slide. Yep, you're tripping. Dude, I think I am fucking... No, because there it goes again. It's just because I'm trying to film it. Always film myself? Yeah. What's your thoughts on the Walther PDP platform? It's fine. I think they look a little bit dumb. Doug, don't bother trying to tell me what to do, bud. I appreciate it. I know you mean well, but you have no idea what I'm dealing with, so just throwing stuff out there means literally nothing, my bud. And again, I'm not trying to be rude when I say that, but just trying to offer solutions for a problem when you don't understand what the problem is doesn't help. And again, I'm not trying to be rude to you. Try Coke. No, I don't like sugar. Does your arm act up with ARs? I do magwell hold because I can't extend my arm for long periods. You think the Walters are blocky? Yes. The only solution is to order a platypus. I'm taking donations, MC. If you want to donate one, I'm good. You have a Lego gun. I do not, geez. That fent works miracles. You want to know something crazy, Aiden? I'm non-reactive to fentanyl. I mean, the PDP looks top-heavy. Walters are definitely blocky, but they run amazing. Yeah, but no thanks. I like the longer slide ones for sure. Dare you to add on a high point to the wall. I have on many occasions. So someone put a magwell. Give me an yeah. Taran Tactical does it. Dolly Parton is non-reactive to fentanyl. That's crazy. Magwell grips. No, I use a magwell hold. I don't actually use a grip. I live in heaven. Thank you. God damn it, Patriot. You're lucky I like you. I have a 5-inch PDP, run a heavy light brass backstrap, and magwell to balance it out. Nice. My guy Joe is fighting this last hour, pretty much. Hey Joe, do you prefer the 226 or the 229? I prefer the 226 because I like the larger size. She looks top heavy. Oh yeah. She can't go to a lot of places because most of her body is under 18 years old. Any 2011s on the wall? I think I see one with an RMR. There's 4 of them up there right now. Ever heard of the RAL H&K color scheme? I have not. I finally purchased a DWX for $2,100, and today I took forever my local store gun to get one. That's because last week they just released a bunch to distributors. That's how I got mine last week. You got any revolvers? Yeah, I got a few. Thoughts on Lantac? I love my trigger from them. I've never shot a Lantac trigger. Gun with the wooden stock. It's an AK-47. I'll show those in about 15 minutes as I end the stream. Did I say something wrong? Oh, nothing. You came into my stream. You're like, I'm taking donations for a CZ Shadow too. God damn it. If somebody donates to you while you're on my stream, I swear to God, I'm coming to shoot your guns. Which 2011s do you have? So behind me there is a Rock Island double stack 1911, a Gerson Gerson Match X. There is a Gerson or TSOS Night Stalker, TSOS BR9. There's a Para Ordnance 1345, and technically the DWX has a removable fire control group separate from the frame and the slide, so it's technically a 2011 as well. Get a CZ orange over the Shadow. Yeah, well, a real orange, unlike yours, is like 2K, so you got a good deal on yours. There is a difference between a 2011 and a double stack 1911, correct? Yes, a double stack 1911 has just a frame and a slide, 2 components. A 2011 has a frame, a slide, and a grip module. So it has a mid-frame. The trigger is held in the grip module, not in the frame. Which one's your favorite? Just all my 1911s. What's your favorite gun on the wall? All my 1911s. McManus, I agree that the TS2 is a very awesome gun, dude. But I think the fact is you also shot an orange that had been hucked down range, had all the finish taken off, and then reassembled incorrectly. I think you would probably see that they're very similar if you shot a new to new. Thought you didn't like the T-Sauce. I'm working with T-Sauce right now to try to figure out whether or not I can trust them. The Night Stalker was my gun from 1.5 years ago. Stonehaven dropped it off to me yesterday. And then the T-Sauce BR9 is the one that they sent me to do some testing with. And like I said before, I know why the Night Stalker had its issues. They told me, and we understand what happened. I'm not at liberty to disclose that because I did not ask permission to talk about it. But needless to say, I was right. But I fixed it. Like insanely similar. Yeah. How good is a shotgun with a magazine? I guess it's pros and cons. It all depends on the loading style. So the 870 has a typical like rock-in AK style, whereas the Mossberg mag-fed one had like that weird Lego-looking thing. That thing sucked to load. This one is easier. The only big difference I can tell is the gas pedal. Yeah, damn dude, how many guns you got? At least 12. Same stone, and I just don't care about it. Yeah, it's fine. Bro fisting a heart. Why are you punching hearts, man? Hermes here, your local messenger god, popping in to tell you to stay slaying, darling. Yes. She's got a new Canik MC9, and I love it. Nice, Mac. Then AR pistol brace on the wall. No, it is a 37 millimeter signal launching tube that shoots blue tube stuff. What's my favorite bullet? One that doesn't have my name on it, if you know what I'm saying. What's my favorite conceal carry? 1911s. Have you ever shot your 12 gauge with the ghost load? I have not. Did I see your reply? I did not. You're more welcome to, but I'm sure you have most of the guns I have plus some. Dude, but you got guns I don't have. I don't know. There's something about a $500 1911 that's hard to trust. You know what? There are some things that are questionable, but we'll see what happens. Hey, Villain, why don't you say it a little bit louder with bigger caps letters? Why does it seem like Noreen Firearms failed, though? They didn't fail. They've gone almost exclusively LEO, law enforcement agency onlys. So their standard AR-15 is only purchasable by law enforcement. I just got the MC9 and you hate it. Sorry, man. I have the 1911 double stack T-Sauce. It's a fun range toy. I got it for $4.99. Yeah, the one up there is the 2025 Duty model. It's the Gen 2 with the bull barrel. It's a little bit more money. Thoughts on Palmetto State Armory? Their quality control is still not the greatest, but the guns themselves are fine once you figure out their little quirks. Not a big fan of AR-12s, tell you that much. Rock Island for $500. Trust them all day. Yeah, that one up there with the optics, the third one up next to the plaque, that's a Rock Island right there. I've got guns you used to have, doo-dah, doo-dah. They've all been inside my butt. Enjoy them, Stonehaven. Have you shot an exotic 12-gauge ammo? No, sir, I have not. Just buck, rifle, slug, things like that. Lots of pistol. Do you have an arsenal of rifles? I've got several rifles. I don't think I have an arsenal. I'm a pistol guy. It's my thought about infantry rifles. Is that a brand? I don't know if that was really for taking off, but whatever. Yes, I got one. I only one I own. Nice. No, the 226 is the bigger gun. The 229 is a smaller frame. What's your thoughts on Keanu Reeves? He's cool. I like him. He's a very smart individual. His speech pattern makes him seem like he's not as intelligent as he is, but that man is actually very smart. Thoughts on Springfield EMP? They're fine. They hear the lap parts, or am I getting old? What about the guns being in my butt? Yeah, they were there. It's the most expensive gun you've had. Personally, I don't know. John Wick made Taran Tactical famous. Nah, he's made him more mainstream, but I wouldn't call him more famous. Can I help you find a red dit? Yeah, get a Holosun, dude. 407K. Do I collect antique weapons? No. Like I said, I'm a pistol guy. I'm a modern pistol guy. That's why I got a lot of 2011s and optics cut guns. Got any SMGs? Nope. Did it feel good? Except for the ones with the light rails, man. They kind of itch. What's your opinion on Remington Golden Saber? I've shot a little bit of it. It seems fine. It's nothing fancy. It's not like a dedicated. It's kind of like an all-arounder round, but it's fine. Who did your stippling on your Gerson and your T-Sauce? My buddy Greg down at Liberty Arms. He did them both for me. He did the Gerson or the T-Sauce like 2 years ago, and he did the Gerson this year. Hurts a little at first. Yeah, only the first 9 or 12 inches. If they already have a Glock. Nope, no Glocks. What do you think about full auto Desert Eagle? Full auto Desert Eagle doesn't exist. It can't hurt you. Thoughts on Fort Scott munitions? Pretty good stuff, but the primers are slightly unreliable. What brand? Holosun. Holosun. Trigicons are $500. The dude's trying to put an optic onto a G2C. He is not putting a $600 optic onto a $200 gun. Shamboni! What's the reason for having 4 sloths on screen? Because I am one, you bitch. I love you. What's your favorite 22 long rifle ammo? CCI Stinger goes pretty fast. What do you think about the 1911 Alchemy custom weaponry? Alchemy custom weaponry is not actually custom. Well, Susie, if you're still here, you did find me. And you got that crazy eye going, I 100% approve. You need an American citizenship. Rooftop Asians, I'm in the basement. Oh, fuck. I did not see where they took one with the 380. Technically, that AR-15 is green. What is happening? No, I'm emailing with Susie. Can you show me which gun you carry? No, I can't because it's loaded. And show that just bought an Archon Type A. Nice. Thank you, MC. It's my first one. What is your favorite gun? 1911s. Joe out here banning people and getting them blue names and green cards. Dude, I'll do whatever I need to. Well, can you describe exactly what it is? It's a Para-Ordnance Black Ops 1911 chambered in 45 ACP. Tonight on Married at First Sight the other way. Dude, I'm just trying to get somebody an American citizenship. MCM turned my AR adjustable trigger too light today. Had some burst fire. Oh, McManus. You can't handle a loaded gun. You can't touch any guns on a live stream. It's automatic end of stream. Are the guns real? Yes. Respect. Thank you. Do you fish? Not as often as I used to when I was a youngster. What are you doing, Joe? Typing shit. He's looking up something, god dang it. Did you try air racking the guns? I'm not capable of air racking, dude. I don't have the why You did it. You know you can. Caught 15 bass today. That sounds like you went over your limit. Am I a cyborg? No, not cyborg. Not cybernetic. Things are misfunctioning. Looks great and still under 16 inches. Oh, for your fake spread? That's cool, Dodge. What is your favorite gun? Don't have one. Just kidding. 1911s, baby. Thanks for your answer. You can expose 23 of them behind you, but not carry one in your hand. Yes. So that is a display. If you touch, that's where it draws the line. Ending the stream at 11, going live in Scotland a few minutes later, and I'm here for it, lol. If some shit hits the fan, you're not going to be able to grab all them guns. I don't need to grab any of those guns, dude. I just need to grab the loaded one in front of me, kiddo. And once I stop the immediate threat, then I go for the other guns. 1911, fire me too. Yep. Do you have a Glock with Nintendo skin? No, I do not. Our 2K11's really only range toy. Not really. It all depends on how you treat them. If you're talking about just in general, the 23, 2011s, things like that. If you don't make the triggers too light, they're easily carryable. I've done it. Take care, man. God bless you. Thank you, Abe. How do you like the tree bark stippling? So that was my buddy's first attempt at it, and it's actually really nice, dude. It feels really good in the hand. No problems with the grip at all, dude. I'm going to have them do the fish scales, I think, for the next one. So I have those guns, but I also have 3 others coming from different manufacturers. So I need to have them all stippled, so we're going to do different stipplings. Carrying EMP 3.5, nice. I tried a bunch of guns, and for some reason I just can't do it. Probably doing it wrong. I don't know, McManus. I can't do it either. I think it's kind of like when dudes can do kickflip on skateboards. I used to be a speed skateboarder, but I could never do a trick skateboarder. All light outside, any good? No. Tree bark did feel really good. Yeah, it did. If I carry a 10-rounder, I'd definitely carry a 17-rounder. Yeah. People fail to understand you have a bunch of paperweights behind you until properly loader. I do. Yes. Yeah, I did get the email, and that was the right email there. So, they. I can't even see right now. Sorry, somebody sent me an email. One of my distributors. Invitations to OnlyFans email? Dude, when I start the OnlyFans, I'm putting it right here, bro. Also, I'm thinking about doing Twitch on the days I'm not on YouTube. You're a pistol guy, but what rifles do you have? A lot, dude. I can't go over them all. I've got ARs, AKs, lever guns, bolt action shotguns. Type of handgun is under the wood stock. That is an HK VP9. Can you do a backflip? Nope. Game streaming. No, just a talk on there, but just another audience, just to see what the fuck happens. Carter, do you have a double barrel punt gun? Do you mean a punt gun? I do not, Shunny. Does Samsung and Apple make good guns? Nah, sure. My only fan would be at picking locks. Dude, you'd actually get fans watching that shit, I swear to God. Yeah, so I was thinking about doing just the chat side of Twitch, where you just do chat twitching. Do you ever flip the cat back? You mean like turn it around? No, then I look like a fucking dumpling maker from Japan. I don't care for AKs. I know lots of people like them. I want to learn how to do stippling. The Apollo 11 has the fish scales, and I really like the textures. Yeah, but the overall build of the grip, man, it's 3D printed, and it just looks like shit. Show me a very expensive one. The Dan Wesson Don't make me pick up my arm. DWX. Only carry one carry pew. What would it be? 1911. What Twitch's rules with gun walls? You can manipulate firearms on Twitch. You're my favorite Asian hillbilly. Well, thank you, son. Annyeonghaseyo. Dumpling maker, lols. Good chatting, man. Would love to own a third of what you have. Have a good night. Thank you, brother. You'll get there, man. Just keep going, dude. Love that Gen 5 frame. Yeah, well, there's literally a Gen 5 behind me. It just wasn't showing it. I was hiding it because of my aginess. All right, guys, we're at 11 o'clock, so I need to end this before my arm falls off. My arm's falling off. I can't get nothing done. I'm not being up. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah, it's not even plugged in. I was trying to unplug a cable that wasn't plugged in. I'm a dumbass. McManus, should I dox us both again? So, yeah, take a look at the guns. 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 We are here to take a look at some guns. Take a look at some nun guns. Yeah, so that is the tree bark on the Gerson, which is, it looks subtle, but it's actually really grippy. And then that was it's a micro stipple that Greg did. Feels really good in the hand, holds the gun really well. And that's the Rock Island with the G10 grips, but Hogue makes really nice replacements that can be cut any way you want to. And then that T-Sauce actually is what the Night Stalker used to look like. So the grip on the T-Sauce is exactly the same. Have a good night, man. You too. Tualio, kid. That's a lot of BB guns. You betcha. Next live, Joe's going to be eating haggis. You never know. The haggis has a way of getting to your stomach. It really is, dude. And it's optics cut from the factory. And it was a solid goddamn deal, dude. $650, dude. I'm non-reactive to CBD, dude. THC, CBD, fucking fentanyl, opioids, and nothing. I did not like the grip on the new tea sauce. No, it's too smooth. But all right, kids, I'm going to say goodnight. So go ahead and make sure that you're subscribed. Come back for another one. And as always, wait, that's my thing when I sign off from video. I'm just going to do this and say, I love some of you. Some of you are really